Hi, Dana with Loose Leash's Dog Training here to talk about off-leash dogs and how dangerous whilst having a dog off leash is, and what to do in case you come across an off-leash dog. The reason I'm doing this is because yesterday I got a horrible phone call from a client who has a dog that is doesn't like other dogs, which is a huge percent of the population. This dog was not socialized properly as a puppy, and as a result of that he feels threatened by other dogs. And she was going on a walk yesterday, everything was fine, the dog was walking perfectly right by her side, and along comes an off-leash little dog running towards her and her big dog, barking and growling. And naturally the dog felt threatened by this, and the dog killed the little dog instantly. So now everybody is traumatized. The big dog is in trouble. People want the dog dead, and it's totally unfair because all this woman was doing was minding her own business, going for a walk with her dog, and this person had no control of their dog, and now because of that the dog is dead. So now the problem is, there's many problems, but now the dog is going to have to go for walks with a muzzle on, and that's just pretty crazy, because if people would just follow the leash law and use some common sense, then this wouldn't be such a problem. So I thought I would make this video because I've had a lot of people ask me what exactly should they do if an off-leash dog comes towards them, and it doesn't matter if your dog is friendly or if your dog is not friendly. An off-leash dog is a threat to a leashed dog. So I want to think about this as children, and as a mom of two little kids. If I saw somebody who looked threatening running towards me and my kids, I'm not going to take the time to try to analyze the situation and think, is this person dangerous or not? I'm going to do my best to neutralize the threat in any way that I can to protect my children. So we have to think of this from the dog's point of view. A dog is a species that was born using its teeth to protect itself. So when the dog feels threatened, it's going to use its teeth to protect itself, and we cannot blame a dog for doing that. So the ways to be proactive in this situation is, if you have a puppy and you're lucky enough to get a dog at a very young age, socialize that dog until you cannot possibly socialize the dog anymore. Smother it with other dogs. Have it meet an abundance of different dogs from a young age, whether it be at a friend's house, at a socialization group, whatever. Just socialize the dog. Let the dog love other dogs from the get-go. If you have an adult dog, and there's really nothing you can do about it, but if you have a blank slate puppy, socialize it, socialize it, socialize it. Another important thing to do is make sure you always have control when you're walking your dog. Your dog should be walking right next to you in a heel position, because you never know if an off-leash dog is going to come out of nowhere, and you don't want your dog too far away from you. When you're going for a walk, as horrible as this may sound, you're going to have to carry some tools with you if there's any chance that there's going to be an off-leash dog. So when I walk, I carry a little stun gun, I carry a little pet corrector spray, which I'll explain a little bit, and I carry pepper spray. And although that is absolutely ridiculous, my job is to protect my dogs, and I walk multiple dogs at a time, so I am not going to think that my well-behaved dogs are going to think and use common sense if another dog starts running towards us and threatening our pack. Another thing that you can carry is you can carry an umbrella. And again, this is ridiculous, but since people can't follow leash laws, we have to keep our dogs safe. So if you're carrying an umbrella, your umbrella can be used in multiple ways. You can obviously use it as a tool to hit the dog, and I hate saying that, but again, our job is to protect our own dogs. If you're walking with an umbrella, if you see a dog coming towards you, you can open it up and kind of shield yourself and your dog and put it towards the dog and tell the dog, get back, and kind of create a little bubble around your dog. Again, ridiculous, but this is what it's come down to. Not like you're dying to walk with an umbrella, but safety is everything. Pet corrector spray, all it is canned air. It just makes a loud sound. I'm not going to do it because I've got dogs in my room. But if I were walking, and this has happened to me before and it has worked, if you have this happy-go-lucky dog running towards you, it probably will work. If you have an aggressive dog running towards you, that dog probably won't care about this, but it's better than nothing. So just to demonstrate what I would do, if I were walking my dogs and I saw a dog running towards me, before that dog gets anywhere in the vicinity of where I am, I'm going to see that dog. I'm going to put my dogs behind me. I'm going to put my body out towards those dogs. I'm going to say, get back, or no, or whatever. Just, I'm going to make it clear. Do not come by my dogs. And I would take this, I would hold it out, and I would spray it and hopefully startle that dog. There have been times that I've taken the can and I've thrown it in the direction of the dog. I actually had to pick up I had a bag of poop with me. I took the bag of poop and I wailed it at the dog. I need to stop that dog dead in its tracks so it knows, absolutely do not come towards my dogs right now. A lot of people are afraid of hurting the other dog's feelings, but when you get phone calls on a daily basis about dogs being traumatized from being attacked on a walk, and now you get phone calls about dogs getting killed on a walk, you would understand that hurting the dog's feelings for a second or causing a little bit of discomfort is better than dead. So if you use a little stun gun and you have to get the dog with it and it feels a bit of pain for a second, as long as your dog is not dead, that's all that matters. Same thing with pepper spray. Yes, it's going to make the dog not be able to see for a little bit, but it's better than the dog getting into a fight or getting killed. I want you to realize that dogs have the mentality of children. So if you were walking on a busy road, you're going to hold your kids' hands a little bit tighter because you know that they're kids and they're not using common sense. So they might easily run to the street if they see something that they want, or they're just not paying attention and they're all running around having a good time and not noticing cars coming. We have to think of dogs like that. They're not using common sense all the time. Think of your dog as a child. You would hold your child's hand on a busy road, and you should have your dog's leash in your hand wherever you are. If you see an off-leash dog in the distance, try to look around and see the owner. If you can get the owner's attention without making any noise, because if you make any noise, the dog might notice you and start running towards you. If you see the owner, just try to wave them down and tell them to grab their dog. And if they say to you that their dog is friendly, tell them grab your dog. Yesterday I was walking on Ocean Shore, which is an extremely busy road, and somebody had a probably 5-month-old puppy off leash running along Ocean Shore, and I was walking a bunch of my dogs and I'm like, get your dog, and he, of course, the dog didn't listen because it's a puppy, and he wasn't able to catch the dog, but luckily I was able to keep the dog away from my dogs. But just always remember that they are dogs. They are designed when they are comfortable to bite when they are afraid. So if that dog is coming towards your dog and your dog is afraid, your friendly dog can get into a fight with another dog, and it leaves them traumatized. All it takes is your dog to get attacked one time on a walk to forever remember that moment and never want to walk again, and become extremely reactive to other dogs on a walk, because now every dog is a threat when someone else is walking by. So just to review everything, if you see an off-leash dog, your goal is to get the attention of the owner, if there is one to be found. If they tell you that the dog is friendly, make it known that you don't care how friendly their dog is. Just get the dog immediately. I have told people that my dogs are aggressive, even though they're not, but it kind of puts a little, speeds them up a little bit if they hear that your dog is aggressive. And then very, very, very important, again, is you want your dog to know that you are going to keep them safe. So if your dog is in front of you and that dog comes running, your dog is going to feel the need to protect you. So it's important that you always put your dog behind you, walk your body into that dog. Get back, get back, get back. Like that. You take your spray, use your spray, throw something, do whatever it can. If the dog has already gotten into your bubble, start kicking, do whatever it takes to make sure that those dogs do not make contact. Because if you have not seen a dog fight it escalates in a second, and dogs are not letting go of each other. And again, this is not for aggressive dogs only. The friendliest dogs will get into a fight with an off-leash dog. So for the love of God, leash the dogs. Just leash your dogs. Tell everybody you know to not let their dog off leash unless your dog has been through some board and train and has been really trained well, and it's on a remote collar and it listens no matter what. They're dogs, and if they see something they want, they're not going to think about how much you love them and what a great home they have. If they see something that they want, they are going to run after it, and then you're going to get mad at the dog when it's not the dog's fault. So please keep your dog safe, keep everybody else's dog safe, and just spread the message that if you love them, leash them. It really is that simple. Thank you.